Hong Kong Direct is your weekly racing roundup full of news, views, interviews, previews and special guests. And coming up on the show today, we get a special stable tour with the champion trainer. That is Caspar Fownes, looking at some of the stars from last year and finding out what their targets will be for this coming campaign as well. That'll pretty much take up the whole show as well. We've cleared the decks. We've been granted special access to Caspar Fownes' yard, say last year's Derby, and of course Sky Darcy. We'll hear about him and some of the older brigade as well. Our man on the ground for the report is McNamara.
Caspar, thanks for having us in your stables. Reigning champion of the year. Has it sunk in yet?
Yeah, no, it's been great. We've had lots of time to think about things with what we're going through, mate. But yeah, no, very happy. So it was a long, hard battle, but I'm glad I got the result.
You set up that early lead in the season. How hard was it to maintain those winners right throughout the entire season?
Very hard. I mean, horses raced really well throughout the season, and then we hit a frustrating run there for about 6-7 weeks where we had a lot of seconds and close thirds, and you know, that was pretty expensive. That gave John and a couple of the other guys a chance to get up, you know, close to me, and actually John went in front of me a few times, but it was back and forth. A great fight. It's really good. What
about this season compared to, say, 12 months ago with your horses and their ratings? Have you got a similar sort of group that you can get that early lead again?
Yeah, obviously, you know, with coming off a big season last year, you're going to have a few horses that their ratings are quite elevated, so they're at their mark, so they might be effective, but at the same time might need a few races to get back down to where they can be in a position to get a win for you. But in saying that, I've replenished the stable we've got close to 20 new ones in already, and we've got a lot more to come. So that's always going to help you going forward.
What are the pick of those 20? Is there a couple that stand out for you early?
Yeah, there's a few nice ones. I mean, I've got a lovely horse in Senor Toba. He was very close to winning the Queensland Derby and performed really well before that. And he settled in really well into Hong Kong, so he could certainly be one for the 4-year-old series. Do you feel extra pressure this season being reigning champion? No pressure at all. I'm used to having pressure my whole life, and I just, you know, take it in a stride, and I just looking forward to this year having some good horses at the top end, which I've got, and I just want to try and win some big races, and let's hope we can get that done. Speaking of those good horses, can we go and meet a couple? Absolutely.
Sky Darcy leads. Russian Emperor's 2 lengths away with Panfield. Sky Darcy needs the post. Russian Emperor running out of time. It's Joe and Sky Darcy for the Derby.
We'll start off with our Derby winner here, Darcy. Hello. Hi, buddy. Come. How are you? Come. Come say hi. He looks nice and healthy, as you can see. Lovely shiny coat.
And how long's he been back in work, Caspar?
He's been in work for quite a few weeks now. He's been up at Chung Fa from basically the end of June. I think it was the 24th of June. And he's come back last week and had a gallop on Saturday. Did a nice bit of work this morning with a view to having a trial next week and running on the 26th.
Okay, so we'll see him on the 26th. What about the other Sky star of your stable, Sky Field? Will he be a hit-and-run mission that worked so well coming back from Chung Fa a day or two before the races last time?
Look, he's planning to come back this week. We've got the grass trials next week, which I'm going to put him in. And, you know, the plan with him is to run him down the straight first up, just give him a bit of a sprinting campaign to see if we're very effective at that. Towards the end of the season, he started to really take a chill pill. I've been saying it for a while that he's a horse with a massive upside, and it's great to see Blake Shin get on him and form a bit of an association. So hopefully he could be a good horse for Blake going forward, and we could win some good races together.
Just before we move on, you stretched Sky Darcy out to 2,000 to win the Derby last year. Might we see him go to 10 furlongs again?
Look, it's a small chance of that, but I really want to concentrate him at racing at a mile, and hopefully giving the champ next door, you know, a little bit of a race through the season would be something we're going to try and do.
That was something else you said in the off-season. This target is to beat Golden 60.
Yeah,
is
of course.
he the one that you think that might be able to do it? Because you did produce Killer B as well.
Yeah,
last
look,
time in.
at this stage, the one that could probably do it is Sky Field, because he's got a massive turn of foot. This guy's really tough and tenacious, and he's going to be a better horse, I think, at 5 and probably 6. You know, they've had a great setup in Hong Kong to give these horses a bit of longevity, and I think, you know, as long as they handle everything, we could see their best in Hong Kong at 5 and 6.
So, okay, so that's Darcy. Who else do we have in the
Well,
barn
right
at
next
the
to
moment?
him, we put him next to the stable star, which is Southern Legend, who is an absolute beast.
Looking like he's tucking into his breakfast.
Yeah, he's having his brekkie.
Southern Legends run to the lead and run away with the Premier Plate. He's a length over Reliable Team and Fast Most Furious, and the old boy, he wins it.
Hello, big boy. Hey.
Have you trained any more honest than this guy?
Oh, he's just such a lovely horse. I mean, if you just get in and you know and have a look at him here, I'll just turn him around for you. He's so big. Come on, son. Come. Come. One more. There you go.
He's getting on in age a bit now, but he's
Yeah,
still
he's
loving
9
life.
years old.
Yeah, loving
He's
life
9,
and loving
but,
racing still.
I believe so. You know, it's like anything. You're only as good as you feel, and he's feeling tremendous. So I said to Bon, you know, Bon's great owner. I said, look, we'll run him and see how he goes. If he's showing us that he's got a zest for racing, we'll continue to push on. The moment he's had enough is when we'll retire him and send him back to a lovely paddock somewhere in Aussie.
Where's the bee?
The bee's upstairs. I'll show you.
Killer B raced away from Gear, Dublin Star and Big Energy. It's a fabulous 5 for Fownes, and Killer B wins again.
All right, here he is.
Righto.
Killer B.
Caspar, here's Killer B.
Yeah.
How excited are you by this horse?
Oh yeah, he's the real deal. He's got what it takes, and obviously this being his 4-year-old year, we'd like to hope we can get him up a little bit more in distance. The plan is he trials next week. If he trials good, he'll race on the 26th, and then over 1200, then we'll see what happens after that. But in my mind, we'd like to just build him up 1200, go 1400, and then give him a chance at a mile to see if he's capable of doing that, you know? And if he does, then he's got the points already on the board.
Yep. Has he always had that special something since he arrived in the stable?
Yeah. Yeah. From a bit of work, you know, we could tell, oh, this guy's certainly going to be a Class 3 horse, but then, you know, when they do what they've done on race day, and now he's on 89, God willing, in triple figures soon enough, you know?
And his win 2 starts ago. That was one of the biggest wins you'll see.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Did you think during that race that he can't do this work and win?
No. It's very tough to see those sort of races where they're out 4 wide, 5 wide, and then when he clicked him up, he just went boom, you know? So during the run, you're like, ah, and then on the line, you're like, yes, we got one.
Well, Caspar, we know you're really busy being day before race day and this time of year. We do really appreciate the time that you've given us to look around the barn.
Thank you so much for coming. Have a good one, guys.
Yeah, great story there with Mark, and great to see the horses up close as well. The 26th that Caspar mentioned a couple of times there, so that's Celebration Cup Day. That could be the return of Sky Darcy over the 1400 metres, so it'll be exciting to see how they progress. And the trials and everything Caspar talked about, you can find those all on the website. This is where he stands at the moment in terms of wins, 968, so you'd think 1,000's going to be on the cards this year. And also, he's on 519 at Happy Valley after Jazz Steed won midweek. He's over 100 winners clear of his next rival, Tony Cruz, in terms of active trainers, winners at Happy Valley. And he's on 449 at Sha Tin. There's every chance with his runners this weekend that he might hit the 450 as well. A number of interesting runners, Super King, Big Brown. Proud Dragon makes his debut on the weekend as well. Later on in the programme, look out for him. Luke Ferraris will be riding there. Rare Hair was his name when he raced in Australia for one win, I think, in Victoria. So there you go. That wraps up a stable tour with Caspar Fownes. We will be having a chat with Zach Purton coming up the next week or so as well. He's trying to look ahead to his season also. Now, this is how we stand over the next few weeks. We're at Sha Tin on Sunday. It's a mixed programme, 3 races on the all-weather. Back to Happy Valley on Wednesday night for the Hong Kong Country Club Challenge Cup for the DBS Manulife Million Challenge off and running as well. And then a return to Sha Tin the following Sunday, the Chinese Recreation Club Challenge Cup as well. We'll start to see more and more of the good horses step out as we build up to likes of the Celebration Cup and the trial races in November. Of course, that second Sunday in December is the big one. The international races and the IJC the week before as well. So plenty to look forward to over the coming weeks. But that's about all we got time for this week. So we'll leave you with one of the champs that we just saw up close there, Sky Darcy, in this fantastic renewal of last season's BMW Hong Kong Derby. Enjoy this. We'll see you again on Sunday and bring all the action from Hong Kong direct to you.
Sky Darcy's produced wider out from Russian Emperor, and then came Maximus, an excellent proposal. Sky Darcy, he's run to the lead in the Derby with 2:50 to go. He's a couple of lengths clear on Healthy Happy, Russian Emperor and Panfield. Sky Darcy leads. Russian Emperor's 2 lengths away with Panfield. Sky Darcy needs the post. Russian Emperor running out of time. It's Joe and Sky Darcy for the Derby.